Sorry, sir, your card has been declined. The waiter's voice was low, but it rang out like thunder in the high-end French restaurant. Luo Chen's face turned pale. He looked down at his cracked phone screen, the bank app still flashing red, insufficient funds. He'd only wanted to treat Lin Shui, his girlfriend of 2 years, to a decent birthday dinner. But the bill, yuan 888, was just beyond his reach. Declined again, sneered a voice from across the table. Zhao Feng, heir to the Zhao real estate group, leaned back in his chair with a mocking smirk. Dressed in a designer suit, he used arrogance. Shuer, did you really date this loser for 2 years, he said, glancing at Lin Shui with feigned pity. No car, no house, not even 2,000 yuan to his name. Lin Shui's face darkened. She didn't look at Luo Chen. Instead, she sipped her wine slowly, then placed her glass down. Luo Chen, let's break up, she said coldly. I can't keep pretending anymore. He stared at her in disbelief. What? You can't even afford dinner, she snapped. We're from different worlds. I've already accepted Zhao Feng's offer to intern at his company. He has a future. You're just pathetic. The words sliced deeper than the expensive steak on the table. Zhao Feng stood, tossing a black card onto the table. I'll pay for this. Consider it my treat, charity for the poor. The surrounding diners snickered. Waiter, throw this broke trash out, Zhao Feng added with a smirk. He's ruining the atmosphere. Before Luo Chen could speak, 2 suited security guards walked over. Sir, if you can't pay, we'll have to ask you to leave. He didn't struggle. He couldn't. He was numb. As he stumbled out onto the rainy street, his clothes soaked and his pride shattered, Luo Chen clenched his fists until his knuckles turned white. One day, I'll make them regret it. Suddenly. Ding. A mechanical voice echoed in his mind. Black card system activated. Welcome, host, Luo Chen. Spend money, gain power. Slap faces, unlock perks. Current balance, 1 million yen. Initial objective, spend 100,000 yen in 24 hours or face punishment. Luo Chen froze. What the hell? System reminder. You were humiliated. Your dignity shattered. The world respects only wealth. Activate your rise with the black card system. Spend wildly. Grow stronger. Slap those who mocked you. Starting now. His phone buzzed. He opened his banking app in disbelief. 1 million yen. The balance stared back at him like a dream. Is this real? He took a shaky breath. Then he laughed. Low at first. Then louder. The rain couldn't wash away the fire in his eyes anymore. You want me to spend money? Fine. I'll spend it all, and when I come back, I'll make everyone who ever looked down on me kneel. The next morning, Luo Chen stood in front of a luxury mall in downtown Jiangnan City. He looked out of place, drenched sneakers, faded jeans, and a plain white t-shirt. People passing by gave him strange looks, assuming he was just here to gawk. But inside his pocket sat a sleek black card with no number, no logo, just a golden chip that shimmered faintly. Ding! Black card system reminder. Time left to spend 100,000 yen, 22 hours 13 minutes. Penalty for failure, temporary account freeze, 72H. Tip, the more you spend, the more you gain. Quality matters. Face slapping increases EXP gains. Alright, let's do this, Luo Chen muttered, stepping into the nearest luxury boutique. Store, Voir Luxe. The moment he entered, 3 attendants glanced over and promptly turned away. Window shopper, one of them whispered. Luo Chen walked straight to the men's section and pointed. I want that one. And that. And that entire rack. The salesgirl blinked. Sir, that's nearly yen 80,000. I didn't ask for the price. I said I want it. Minutes later, Luo Chen emerged wearing a sleek navy blue Armani suit, gold-rimmed sunglasses, and handmade leather shoes. Ding! Spending recorded 89,370 yen. Charisma plus 10. Appearance modifier, handsome aura activated, LV.1. You now passively attract attention in social settings. Minor intimidation to those with low wealth score. Oh, damn, Luo-chan said, admiring his reflection in his shop window. I actually look rich now. Next stop, 5-star hotel rooftop lounge. Luo-chan ordered the most expensive cocktail on the menu and tipped the bartender 3,000 yen. The bartender's eyes went wide. Sir, this tip is more than my salary. Then work somewhere that pays what you're worth, Luo-chan replied with a smile. Ding. Spending recorded, 5,760 yen. Favorability from bystanders. Hidden trait unlocked, natural boss aura. You command respect in any service environment. Final stop, pop-up tech expo booth. He wandered into an indoor expo out of curiosity and noticed a young entrepreneur pitching a smart glasses startup. Everyone walked past without a glance. The man looked defeated. Luo-chan paused. How much for a 10% stake, he asked. The young founder looked up in disbelief. What? I'm investing. Show me your numbers. They sat down. Luo-chan reviewed the pitch deck. It wasn't bad. Raw, but solid. Yen 100,000 for 15%, Luo-chan said. Now or never. The founder, stunned, accepted. Ding. Spending recorded, 100,000 yen, investment. Business instinct plus 15. Skill unlocked, eye for opportunity, LV.1. You can now detect basic profitable trends with 65% accuracy. System note, strategic spending yields better long-term returns. Total spent today, 195,130 yen. Challenge complete. Daily bonus, plus 10 face-slapping points. That night, Luo-chan lay on a soft hotel bed, flipping through the system interface. System dashboard. Balance, 804,870 yen. Stats. Charisma, 10. Business instinct, 15. Passive skills, handsome aura, LV.1, natural boss aura, eye for opportunity, LV.1. Face slapping points, 10. He smiled. Today, he was a different man. Tomorrow? They'd all see it. Monday morning. Jiangnan University campus. Students gathered in clusters, laughing, chatting, gossiping. Among the buzz, Luo-chan walked through the front gates. Except this time, no one ignored him. He wore a custom-fit luxury suit, leather shoes that gleamed under the sun, and a wristwatch worth more than the tuition of half the campus combined. His steps were steady, relaxed, and brimming with a silent confidence. Girls looked twice. Some whispered. Even guys glanced with envy. Who's that guy? Wait, is that Luo-chan? No way. That broke guy from economics? People rubbed their eyes, stunned by the transformation. Last week, Luo-chan was a nobody. The broke student who got dumped in public. But today? He looked like a young CEO straight out of a drama. Inside the lecture hall, Luo-chan walked to his seat without a word. The classmates who used to ignore him now scooted over, flashing awkward smiles. Yo, Luo-chan, new clothes? They look good. Oh, you changed your haircut, too? Looks sharp, bro. Luo-chan didn't bother responding. He just leaned back in his seat, legs crossed. System notice. Charisma aura detected. Passive effect activated. Campus popularity plus 20. Suddenly, the door burst open. Yo! It's time, boys. A loud voice echoed from the hallway. Wang Zixuan, the self-proclaimed campus fashion god and influencer wannabe, strutted into the room with a livestream gimbal in hand. Let's see who's the sharpest-looking guy on campus today, he said to his 12K viewers. He scanned the room and froze when his eyes landed on Luo-chan. Who the hell is that? The live stream chat exploded. Comment: Bro looks like he walked out of a Rolls-Royce commercial. Wait, wasn't that the broke kid who got dumped last week? How does he look richer than the host now? Wang Zishuan's expression soured. He stormed over. You trying to show off, bro? That suit looks fake. Luo Chen raised an eyebrow. Oh? Want to bet? What, you think you're hot stuff just because you dressed up? Come on, let's settle it. Livestream fashion challenge. My fans vote. Luo Chen chuckled. System alert. Face slapping opportunity detected. Accept challenge? White heavy check mark yes, cross mark no. White heavy check mark. Bonus, +5 face slapping points if victory achieved. +1 temporary boost to charisma. The challenge began. Wang Zishuan did a few poses, showed off his jacket, name-dropped his sponsor brand. Then it was Luo Chen's turn. He adjusted his cuffs, walked once across the front of the lecture hall, and nothing else. But the silence that followed said it all. Live chat exploded. Damn. That's real aura. Zishuan looks like a discount mall model next to him. Bro doesn't even need to pose. It's in his bones. Drip level, CEO God tier. Wang Zishuan's face turned red. Ding. Challenge 1. Face slapping points +5. Public reputation, +50. New passive skill unlocked, commanding presence, LV.1. You exert subtle pressure in group environments. Increases success rate in social dominance events. Luo Chen smiled and walked past him. Next time you want to compete, at least make sure your belt isn't from a street stall. Laughter erupted across the lecture hall. Wang Zishuan's face twisted in shame. Back in his seat, Luo Chen opened the system panel. Balance, 789,000 yen. Face slapping points, 15. Skills, handsome aura, LV.1, natural boss aura, eye for opportunity, LV.1, commanding presence, LV.1. Daily objective unlocked, attract at least 3 high-value social connections. He leaned back with a grin. The tables had turned. And he was just getting started. Jiangnan Antique Market. A maze of tiny shops, whispered deals, and dusty treasures. Most students wouldn't be caught dead here. But Luo Chen wasn't most students anymore. He strolled through the market with one goal: spend smart, spend sharp. System notification. New feature unlocked, Wealth Radar. Activate to highlight high profit, high status opportunities. Unlocked passive activated automatically in trade zones. Suddenly, his vision shifted. A faint golden glow appeared above certain stalls, some stronger than others. Ho, Luo Chen smirked. This'll come in handy. Antique stall number 27, Ding's Curios. An old man sat in a cramped booth filled with porcelain, calligraphy scrolls, and jade trinkets. The moment Luo Chen approached, a blue glow flared around a dusty wooden box in the corner. Wealth Radar Alert. Item identified, limited run, 1992 Dragon Seal Stamp Set. Authenticity, 97%. Market value, 600,000 yen plus. Asking price, 5,000 yen. Luo Chen casually picked it up. How much for this? The old man shrugged. Ah, just an old set of 5,000 yen if you want. I'll take it. Transaction complete. Ding. Spending recorded, 5,000 yen. Profit estimate, plus yen 595,000. Bonus activated. Investment skill plus 10. Hidden passive unlocked, Gambler's Luck, LV.1. Slightly increases chances of landing high reward trades. Moments later. At a private auction house just 2 blocks away, Luo Chen flipped the stamp set for 620,000 yen. The clerk who processed the deal nearly fainted. You bought it for how much? Luo Chen slipped on his sunglasses. Just instinct. As he walked out with a bank transfer slip in hand, the system rang out again. Ding! Transaction profit, plus yen 615,000. Skill upgrade, I for opportunity LV.1 LV.2. Charisma plus 5. Bonus reward, limited edition luxury car unlocked. Automobile, item, Obsidian Phantom X, retail value, 3,200,000 yen, delivery in 24H. Status gained, Campus Tycoon. Others now view you as a low-key rich hidden dragon. Luo Chen almost laughed out loud. He had just made more in 1 hour than his professor would earn in 5 years. Back on campus, student parking lot. The next morning, a massive crowd gathered around a jet-black luxury sports car, parked perfectly under the shade. Whose car is this? It's not even in the market yet. That's the Phantom X. Students took selfies with it, drooling with envy. Then Luo Chen strolled up, tossed the key fob in the air, and casually stepped inside. Gasps echoed across the lot. Wait, it's his? He must have won the lottery, right? Or, maybe he's the heir of some hidden rich family. Luo Chen smirked and rolled down the window. Don't block the road. I've got a meeting to attend. And with a roar of the engine, he vanished down the street, leaving behind slack jaws and stunned silence. System notice. Wealth radar mastery progress, 8%. Face slapping points, 23. New passive goal unlocked, citywide recognition tier 1. Maintain high-profile purchases and investments to unlock reputation buffs. Luo Chen glanced at the system panel and smiled. He'd tasted wealth. Real wealth. And now, he was hungry for more. The Obsidian Phantom X purred as Luo Chen pulled into the parking lot of Skybrew Cafe, the most expensive coffee shop near Jiangnan University. He didn't even look at the valet, he just tossed the key and strolled in. Inside, the air was filled with the scent of imported beans, low jazz music, and judgmental glances. Skybrew wasn't just a cafe, it was a place for the wealthy to be seen. And Luo Chen? He owned the spotlight now. System notice. Reputation zone detected, high status social venue. Passive boost, handsome aura plus commanding presence amplified. Hidden event probability, 84%. As he ordered the most expensive single origin coffee on the menu, voices behind him stiffened. Well. Look who suddenly thinks he's somebody. That voice again. Zhao Feng. The rich heir from the restaurant. Lin Shui clung to his arm like a designer handbag, but even she looked shocked when she saw Luo Chen now. No more cheap jeans. No more broken phone. Just sleek power in human form. Zhao Feng stepped forward, eyes narrowed. What? Rob a bank? That you're right outside? Luo Chen didn't even look at him. I don't talk to people who couldn't afford my exhaust pipe. Snickers rippled through the cafe. Zhao Feng's face twisted. I know your type. You're just a scammer. Someone with actual money wouldn't show off like a clown. Luo Chen turned, his voice cold. Funny. That's what broke people say to comfort themselves. System alert, face slapping opportunity detected. Bonus objective, public domain slap, make enemy lose face in their own territory. Reward, plus 15 face slapping points, rare event unlock. Zhao Feng growled. You think you're tough now? This place belongs to my cousin. I could have you thrown out with one call. Luo Chen smiled. Then I guess I'll take it off his hands. 20 minutes later. The door burst open. A sharply dressed man in his 40s entered, followed by 2 assistants. His expression was strained. Mr. Luo, the documents are ready. The owner agreed to sell Skybrew Cafe for 28 million yen. It's yours now. All staff are under your authority. Silence. Then. What? Zhao Feng's jaw dropped. Lin Shui gasped. The entire cafe froze. Luo Chen took the document, signed, and casually asked the manager, who's the staff member dating that trash over there? The manager hesitated, then pointed at Lin Shui. She's one of the baristas. Luo Chen didn't even blink. She's fired. Lin Shui's face went pale. You can't do this. I was just trying to. Save it, Luo Chen cut her off coldly. You poured me fake love like stale coffee. Now get out of my cafe. Zhao Feng shouted, this isn't over. Luo Chen turned to him, smiling faintly. Oh, but it is. You're not even worth my next receipt. System notification. Transaction complete, 28 million yen spent. Major territory gained, Skybrew Cafe. Passive buff, domain owner, plus 15% authority in owned locations. Face slapping points plus 25. Rare system feature unlocked, face slapping points shop. System voice. You've made them kneel. Now it's time to rise higher. Back in his now private cafe booth, Luo Chen sipped his 388 yen kopi luwak latte with a content smile. Let the world watch. The game had just begun. That night, Luo Chen sat alone in the VIP lounge of Skybrew Cafe, overlooking the moonlit city skyline through floor-to-ceiling windows. Below him, the streets bustled with people chasing dreams they couldn't afford. But Luo Chen? He was done chasing. System alert, face slapping points threshold reached. Total points, 63. Face slapping points shop unlocked. Suddenly, a sleek black interface appeared before his eyes. Golden characters shimmered like fire. Shopping bags, face slapping points shop. Currency, face slapping points, FSP. Current balance, 63 FSP. Skills. Golden tongue, passive, 40 FSP. Negotiation success rate plus 90%. Charisma plus 20. Influences deals, contracts, and arguments. Status, legendary tier skill. Iron Will, passive, 25 FSP. Immune to verbal manipulation, mental pressure, and intimidation. Aura of Supremacy, toggle, 60 FSP. Forces enemies with lower charisma or wealth score to subconsciously submit. Cooldown, 24H. Perks. Instant suit upgrade, 5 FSP. Converts any outfit into luxury tier clothing with hidden status boosting effects. Public opinion boost, citywide, 20 FSP. Automatically trends you positively across social platforms for 72 hours. Black Label Business License, 30 FSP. Instantly grants access to elite tier business sectors with plus 30% success rate on ventures. Luo Chen didn't hesitate. Redeem, Golden Tongue, 40 FSP? White heavy check mark yes, cross mark no. White heavy check mark. Ding. Skill unlocked, Golden Tongue, passive. All verbal negotiations and persuasion attempts receive plus 90% effectiveness. Passive aura enhances trust, charm, and perceived authority. Luo Chen felt a wave of heat surge through his throat and head. When it faded, his voice carried a weight he could feel. He glanced toward the counter, where the cafe manager hesitated over a supplier contract. Give it to me, Luo Chen said. The manager looked confused, but handed over the folder. Luo Chen glanced once, then called the supplier. 10 minutes later, the cafe had a new deal, same beans, half the price, double the profit. System alert. Golden Tongue activated. Contract negotiation, success. Passive earnings boost, plus yen 120,000/month, Skybrew Cafe. Luo Chen leaned back in the leather booth. Just my voice can mint money now. Next morning, Jiangnan University Business Lecture Hall. Professor Chiu was droning on about negotiation theory when Luo Chen entered late. All heads turned. Again. Today, he wore a fitted charcoal blazer, subtly embroidered with black gold thread. Not flashy, but quietly lethal. Zhao Feng wasn't in class. Rumors said his family grounded him after losing control of the cafe. But Lin Shui was there, sitting in the back, hollow-eyed. Professor Chiu spotted Luo Chen and tried to reassert control. Mr. Luo. Since you're so interested in business now, why don't you demonstrate how to close a deal? Luo Chen gave a lazy smile. Gladly. The professor brought up a mock scenario, two companies arguing over shares in a merger. Typical business school fluff. Luo Chen glanced at the terms and within 2 minutes, dismantled the setup, rewrote the deal, and showed how both sides could double ROI while maintaining control. Even the professor blinked. Golden tongue, activated. Crowd persuasion, success. Academic authority plus 30. Favorability from classmates, plus 60. Students erupted in applause. Someone muttered, "Why's he not the one teaching?" Another whispered, "Is it too late to ask him for an internship?" Even Lin Shui bit her lip, her pride dissolving into regret. System update. Face slapping points, 23. Skill loadout. Golden tongue, passive. Handsome aura, LV.1. Natural boss aura. Commanding presence, LV.1. Eye for opportunity, LV.2. New objective, gain invitation to an elite networking event. Reward, system tier upgrade, platinum tier. Luo Chen stood up, adjusted his cuffs, and walked out of the lecture hall. People weren't just looking at him anymore. They were watching history in the making. The invitation came wrapped in black silk, sealed with a silver wax stamp bearing a lion crest. To Mr. Luo Chen. You are cordially invited to the Midnight Circle. A private networking banquet for Jiangnan's elite. Time, 9 p.m. Location, the Sky Tower, 66th floor, private hall. Sky Tower, 66th floor. Luo Chen stepped off the private elevator into a world built on power. Golden chandeliers glowed above diamond-tiled floors. Men in suits tailored overseas sipped wine that cost more than most people's monthly salary. Women wore jewelry with price tags that could bankrupt small firms. This was the lion's den where old money sharpened its claws. Luo Chen was the youngest in the room by at least a decade. But when he walked in, heads turned. Conversations slowed. Someone even spilled their champagne. His presence wasn't loud. It was undeniable. System alert. Reputation zone detected, ultra-high status social circle. Passive skill golden tongue active. Social pressure resistance, 100%. Event chance, 91%, face slapping opportunity incoming. A waiter bowed and guided him to a reserved seat near the center table. Not the edge. The center. Gasps followed. Who is that kid? Why's he seated in Chairman Lu's section? Is this a mistake? One man stepped forward, broad-shouldered, early 40s, arrogance carved into his every move. Gua Minghai, CEO of Gui Conglomerate, with a net worth over 12 billion yen. He raised an eyebrow at Luo Chen. Young man, this seat isn't for spectators. Why don't you head back to the kiddie table? Luo Chen didn't stand. He didn't even blink. Instead, he spoke calmly. This seat was reserved for someone with future worth. If it bothers you, try increasing your valuation. Laughter broke out. But it wasn't at Luo Chen. It was with him. Even Chairman Lu, a gray-haired old lion known for his silence, chuckled. Gua Minghai's face twisted. You think you can talk down to me? What's your worth? A few luxury toys? The host stepped forward, attempting to ease the tension. Gentlemen, tonight's auction is about to begin. Please, let's enjoy the night. But Luo Chen stood. One moment. I'll show you what I'm worth. He walked to the auctioneer's table and picked up the bidding paddle. The auctioneer announced. Next item, private island development rights in South Jiangnan Bay. Opening bid, 800 million yen. Gasps. Murmurs. Gua Minghai smirked. That's out of your league, boy. Sit down before you embarrass yourself. Luo Chen raised the paddle. Yen 1 billion. Dead silence. The room trembled. Even the auctioneer stuttered. See confirmed. 1 billion. Guo Minghai stood up, his voice shrill. He's bluffing. Chairman Lu smiled faintly. I checked before tonight. He just acquired Skybrew, flipped a rare collectible, and moved 700 million yen through the market in 72 hours. The kid's not bluffing. He's ascending. Guo Minghai sat down, his face pale. System alert. Face slapping opportunity completed. Bonus, humiliate old money in public domain. Face slapping points plus 35. Charisma plus 15. Reputation title unlocked, Young Lion. Exclusive access, high-tier investment circles. The auctioneer cleared his throat. Sold. To Mr. Luo Chen. The crowd applauded. Luo Chen didn't smile. He didn't gloat. He simply sat back down, sipping from a crystal glass. Let them whisper. Let them fear. He wasn't just playing with wealth anymore. He was rewriting the rules. System notice. Total wealth spent, 1,058 million yen. Achievement, crossed 1 billion in expenditure. System upgrade available. New tier, Platinum Black Card. Unlocks. International banking tier access. Private jet and yacht tokens. Global influence network. Ding. You are no longer new money. You are now a name whispered by giants. Luo Chen stood on the rooftop of Sky Tower, the wind tugging at his coat as he stared down at the glowing skyline. Below him, the city pulsed with ambition, greed, and illusion. Behind him, the Lion's Den banquet raged on, but Luo Chen had already left it behind. System notification. Wealth threshold surpassed, 1 billion yen spent. Sparkle's Black Card System upgrade activated. New rank, Platinum Tier. Unlocked privileges. Access to Global Business Network, GBN. Priority investment listings from top 500 conglomerates. Private jet plus elite visa clearance for 130 plus countries. System function, Global Asset Scan. New passive, World-Class Vision. Face slapping shop tier, enhanced. The obsidian card in his pocket shimmered with a platinum glow. Luo Chen pulled it out. No logo. No text. Just a soft pulse of power, as if the world had started to respond to him. Next morning, Skybrew Cafe, Luo Chen's office. A sharp knock on the door. Su Wei, his assistant, peeked in with wide eyes. Boss, the international investment firm, Silverbridge Capital, just sent you an invitation. She handed over a sleek envelope. Inside was a proposal for a real estate megaproject in Dubai. Estimated ROI, 2.3 billion yen in 18 months. Also, Su Wei hesitated, then added, 3 luxury car brands want to sponsor you. And there's a Swiss watchmaker asking if you'd be open to a brand ambassadorship. Luo Chen smirked. Let them line up. System notice. Global influence node established, Jiangnan. New passive activated, World-Class Vision. Instantly assesses international investments, eliminates low potential projects. Plus 50% success rate on foreign business expansion. New feature available. Magnifying glass tilted left global asset scan, locate underpriced assets anywhere in the world. Luo Chen opened the new interface. A 3D globe shimmered into existence. Dots of light appeared: Tokyo, Dubai, Los Angeles, Singapore. Each glowed with potential. He tapped on one, a bankrupt European luxury fashion house with 200-year heritage and exclusive patents. Buyout price, 180 million yen. Resale potential, post-revival 1.2 billion yen. Action? White heavy check mark yes, cross mark no. White heavy check mark. Purchase complete. Ownership transfer in progress. Achievement unlocked, World Player. Meanwhile, inside a hidden villa, Jiangnan suburbs. An old man stirred from meditation, his fingers tightening around a cup of tea. His assistant rushed in. Patriarch Chen. It's Luo Chen. He made a 1 billion yen move at the banquet. The old families are watching. The elder didn't speak. He looked at the black lion seal on his ring, now faintly glowing. Activate the Golden Pavilion list. Let's see if this boy is ready to play in the deep waters. Back at Skybrew, later that night, a message lit up Luo Chen's screen. You are now eligible to join the Golden Pavilion Society. Only 36 members exist worldwide. Each controls industries, cities, or nations. Entry cost, 10 million yen. Reward, Divine Black Card Tier. Luo Chen leaned back in his chair, fingers steepled. So that's the next step. He stood, walked to the window, and stared out. The rich buy things. The powerful buy the world. And I'll buy both. Jiangnan University, campus grounds. It was supposed to be just another Thursday. But when Luo Chen stepped onto campus that morning, the world felt different. Not to him, but to everyone else. Students turned their heads as he passed, whispering behind their phones. Professors paused mid-lecture when they saw him through the glass hallway. Even the university's chairman had sent an invitation to discuss potential development collaborations. All because last night, his 1 billion yen bid shook the upper class like thunder. But Luo Chen wasn't here for attention. He was here for closure. Café Royale, near campus. Luo Chen took a seat near the window, sipping a handcrafted Americano made from imported Blue Mountain beans. The table was marble. The server bowed. The background music was soft, elegant. 10 minutes passed. Then came her. Lin Shui. His ex. The girl who once laughed at his second-hand shoes, who dumped him publicly for Zhao Feng, calling him a hopeless leech. Now, she walked in wearing last season's fast fashion and shoes scuffed from cheap concrete. Her hair was tied in a ponytail, makeup barely hiding the exhaustion beneath her eyes. She hesitated when she saw him. Then, she forced a brittle smile and walked over. Luo Chen, can we talk? Luo Chen didn't rise. He didn't speak. He simply sipped his coffee. Lin Shui bit her lip, then sat across from him. I made a mistake, she said, voice soft. I didn't know things would turn out like this. Zhao Feng lied to me. He cheated. He's been suspended from school, and his father cut him off. I lost my internship because of the scandal. She sniffled, tears welling up. I've been applying everywhere. No one will hire me. They say my name's blacklisted. Luo Chen said nothing. I was wrong, she whispered. You were always kind. Always real. And now that I see what you've become, can we start over? She reached across the table, hand trembling. That's when Luo Chen finally looked her in the eye. His voice was like cold steel. You looked down on me when I was poor. Now I'm so rich. Even your dignity can't afford me. Lin Shui froze. The entire cafe seemed to hold its breath. But if you insist, Luo Chen added with a faint smile, you can kneel. Beg for a second chance. Maybe I'll consider rejecting you twice. Her face turned ghost white. People at nearby tables gasped. Phones went up. Live streams started. System alert. Face-slapping opportunity, completed. Bonus, public rejection of humiliator. Face-slapping points plus 30. Skill progression, golden tongue plus 1 tier, mastery approaching. Lin Shui stood up, her legs shaking. She opened her mouth, then ran from the cafe, tears trailing behind her like smoke after a fire. Luo Chen didn't watch her go. He simply picked up his cup, took a slow sip, and gazed out the window. Moments later, outside the cafe, Su Wei rushed over with her tablet. Boss! You're trending again. Hashtags like hashtag RealFaceSlap, hashtag BlackCardMan, and hashtag Kneel for Forgiveness are all exploding. Luo Chen chuckled. Good. Let the world see. The ones who stepped on me will now chase shadows of my back. System update. Public reputation, soaring. Social media reach, national tier. System mission, spend 10 million yen. Reward, divine black card tier. Countdown, 48 hours. Jiangnan City, morning rush. The streets were alive with whispers. Screens flashed Luo Chen's name on every billboard. News anchors scrambled to piece together the rise of the mysterious young tycoon who outbid billionaires, publicly shamed the elite, and turned the city upside down overnight. Social media wasn't just buzzing, it was erupting. Trending hashtags. Hashtag Black Card Master. Hashtag Young Lion Rises. Hashtag Face Slap King. Hashtag Luo Chen Legacy. Luo Chen's penthouse office, 75th floor. Luo Chen stood by the window, watching the city awaken. His black card gleamed in his palm, now radiating an otherworldly glow. System notification. Face-slapping points balance, 120. Wealth spent, 5,120 million yen. Next objective, spend 10 million yen. Unlock, divine black card tier. His phone buzzed. A message from the Golden Pavilion Society. Prepare. Your invitation to the next level of power has arrived. The game begins now. Downtown, secret meeting room. Across town, CEOs, government agents, and hidden family heads gathered. Whispers of Luo Chen's ascent passed like wildfire. A veteran tycoon muttered, "He's no ordinary player. This is a shockwave." A government official nodded, "We must watch him carefully." Sky Tower rooftop. Luo Chen turned from the window. His eyes shone with purpose. The journey was far from over. This was only the beginning. Spend money. Gain power. Slap faces. Rewrite reality. Time to awaken the divine black card. He slid the card between his fingers. System alert. Divine black card tier unlocked. New powers await.